Sometimes you just start talking and it's crazy. Forget. Okay. He will. I started the quick, but now. Sorry, guys. We talked about the first topic. I will just quickly reiterate OtterKing if you don't mind. So it's also on the recording. Basically, what we are planning to do with the treasury currently is buy more chi tokens. With that chi tokens, we can escrow them and receive the highest yield on the chi power. Weekly emissions that we can also yield for our treasury. These escrow tokens, the benefit of the treasury is that we can escrow them for 4 years and keep them locked in. So basically, we won't ever receive the returns back from the investment that we do on each, but we will be receiving the emissions that Chi distributes every week to their holders, and we will keep locking our tokens for 4 years continually, so we can always have the highest emission rate from the Chi token. One more thing is that we converted our fracs into Chi and locked these Chi to DAO for 4 years and make them forever. We convert our fracs Clam LP to Chi Clam LPs, and we are going to be creating a Chi bond to accumulate more and more Chi and put all this Chi accumulated into a lock for 4 years. We will also use the revenue from ChiDAO to buy back tokens below when we hit below backing, and only mint new tokens based on the clam price. So basically, if the clam price is lower than backing, we buy back, and if it's higher than the backing, we will start minting new clam. Basically, what we are going to do is remove the concept of RFP, risk-free value, and runway, and the only thing that will matter in the future is the backing per clam, which should gradually increase as we receive more and more emissions through G and other investments. Since we have used our stagnant stablecoins and moved them into different LPs, we yield more revenue. We are currently holding our treasury G Matic. We also hold D Quick. We hold G. We hold the MyUSDC LP, Matic, Frax, and My, and continually we are going to be improving on this. Sorry, I just had to recap real quick. So it's on the recording. We will now move on to the second item of things, and I already have seen multiple questions regarding that, is that we talk about the NFT mechanism and its utility.
Okay. So basically, Auto is our new NFT project, and I believe most of you are already seeing a lot of marketing campaign collaboration based on this. So in this AMA, I want to explain or describe more mechanism and the system behind Auto. Okay, so first, Auto will be we want to make this the whole Auto is like they will have a gene inside. So its gene is like a code. It's like a DNA of a auto. So basically, this gene will we will use this gene, and this gene will be right on the contract, so it will be on the chain, and the whole image will generate from the gene, and so everyone can see this data, this code, transparent on the chain. And so this is we want to make this the whole NFT system is transparent and fairness. So this is how we are like going to create it. And based on this gene system, we will use it as a future like a future mechanism, like breeding system and the factory. So image idea. The idea of the factory is like you can use equipment or a potion to feed your auto and transform it into maybe something totally different auto. So this will like using the data in the item, which is also an NFT, to alter the gene of an auto. So by doing this, the graphic, the display, the avatar of the auto will also change, reflect the gene. Yeah, this is the mechanism that we are currently design and building. And the most interesting part is the breeding system. So breeding system is basically combine their parent. So we will have when you want to breed a auto baby, you need to a pair of the auto to, and one is male, another one is female, or uh, yeah, so they can have a baby, right? And we will combine these two autos gene to generate their next generation. And through this mechanism, if you are holding two rare auto, then then the next generation, the auto baby, will also maybe have a higher chance to be a rareable. Yeah, this is the interesting part, and of the whole auto system. And the auto baby, we are like designing, giving it a utility and having a share revenue of the whole the AutoClan ecosystem. So basically, you can share the revenue from the marketplace uh, that, we are going to release in next season. Yeah. So this is the idea and the utility, and also the utility of the Auto NFT project.
Awesome. So to recap, we will have a lot of utility towards our NFTs. I'm just going to really quick go through the questions. Epic asked a question is how are our Otter NFTs going to be used for special privileges in the Otter Kingdom? And before we ask that question, Rob, I'm going to answer your question, or we're going to answer your question later on, just so we stay on topic. So yeah, Otter King, how are our Otter NFTs going to be used for special privileges in the Otter Kingdom? Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, the Auto NFT the Genesis NFT, we will like airdrop the equipment, or magic potion in next phase. So when we release the first auto factory, you can get those equipment and try using it at the first time. So this is the current airdrop plan of the auto.
So yeah.
And
Yeah.
we will also create like a special Discord channel, especially reserved for auto. So everyone who own the auto pass the verification can access the channel, and we will release more of our information in that channel.
So everyone who's holding an Auto NFT is basically royalty that can see everything before the commoners can see that in the kingdom. So whenever you hold an Auto NFT, you will be able to see sneak peeks behind the curtains, so to speak, and things that are being worked on as an additional bonus. Okay. There is one more question from Bruno. It's are there any utilities other than breeding for the Genesis? Why do we want to breed babies? And future events with the kingdom. Can we elaborate more on that?
Okay, so as I say, the baby will have a special utility that share the revenue from the future NFT marketplace. Yeah, so this is we will give this special privilege to the auto babies. Yeah, and I think this is the major utility of the Auto Baby, and another good reason is because it's cute, right?
Nice. Yeah. So more utility ideas are also welcomed by the community in the future. And as you can see, Other King has a lot of ideas in mind. But there's one big brain that has been working on this. But it's a DAO after all, and if you have even more ideas, you can always join the DAO and input your ideas as well. Okay, then I think we should move to the probably hottest topic today, and that would be the concept of our NFT marketplace.
Yeah.
Other King.
Yeah, our ultimate goal is create a team marketplace on the Polygon. Yeah, because I believe we discussed with the team, and I believe with the sandbox will migration to the Polygon this year, the Polygon NFT marketplace will be the next major, the next big thing in this year. So currently, the major or the biggest marketplace on the Polygon is OpenSea, and we can all see the OpenSea have a lot of issues and like centralized, and their functionality is not complete on the Polygon, and yeah, people are like really complain a lot about the OpenSea. So I think this is really a good chance we can create a new marketplace based on the Polygon ecosystem, and with the sandbox launch on the Polygon, I think we can actually share and create some. We can actually share the take some share of the NFT market from the OpenSea. So the ultimate goal is like become the major marketplace on the Polygon. So by this, I believe I think we can create a lot of we can provide a very good user friendly marketplace on the Polygon, and let user exchange their NFT easily on Polygon, and ultimately this can create the revenue to the whole Auto Kingdom ecosystem. Yeah. So by combining the tokenomic and the NFT marketplace, I think we can actually create something different, because uh, most of you can see like looks rare, and also there's XY2Y2 on the as Ethereum. They are the major difference from the OpenSea is they are having issuing token to let user to participate the whole ecosystem, and I think this is how a crypto native project can having advantage from a traditional project. So by adopt this idea, I think we can. Currently, we already have a tokenomic, and I want to expand this tokenomic into the NFT marketplace, and to create a trending like user are loving to use. Yeah, one reason is this place having a good user experience, but another good reason is they can having the revenue share from the marketplace. So this is my this is actually the ultimate the goal, our biggest goal of this year.
Yeah, and if you look at, for example, OpenSea on Ethereum, you can see that OpenSea is one of the most used applications on the blockchain. And as soon as people realize, okay, I can even sell my NFTs on Polygon, and I pay not even a fraction of a cent for doing all the signings and transfer and everything, Polygon will most likely boom. And since the NFT marketplace will be using Clam as asset for buying these NFTs then on OtterClam, on the Otter Kingdom NFT marketplace, we can burn the token and therefore create a deflationary utility asset towards our treasury, but we also feed it. And further and further down, make the clam tokens more and more worth.
Yes, and exactly, and if there's a if the NFT marketplace can take just 0.001% of the transactions, right, on OpenSea, I mean it's millions and millions of dollars. It's pretty extraordinary how much volume OpenSea does. So as Otter King said, as once a transition to Polygon occurs, I think that's going to get adopted significantly more. I mean, transaction fees, and then just the ease of the service over there. That's why this NFT marketplace is just going to be a major
Exactly. So
asset
basically,
for OtterClam.
an example on on another marketplace that is relatively successful right now is called Looks Rare, and they have roughly a daily volume of trading fees around $2 million, and they give trading rewards of $2 million. So once Polygon becomes more and more the NFT space or native NFT space, more and more people will be using it, and all these trading fees, if we can utilize a fraction of that to the other NFT marketplace, that would also increase our revenue steadily going forward. The market is not doing good currently. Lots of NFT projects paid to sold out all the NFT. What is your plan to prevent that from happening? Maybe an idea from you, Otter King?
Yeah, I think what we are going to do, what we are working hard is to marketing us, and also working with more and more collaboration with the other project to create a co-promote with this the NFT sales. But I think it also means the react from the market, right? So we can actually guarantee that this won't be happen. Yeah, but I believe the ultimate the ultimate value is from the project. So even if the NFT is not finished the sale, I won't think this is the totally fail, because as you can see that like CryptoPunk, they are like free to mint like 3 years ago, and they are even cannot mint finished. Their mint are not even finished. So, but what the price or what the value of the CryptoPunk currently? So I think the important thing is that if the project or the team continue create innovation and create value to the whole ecosystem, this will ultimately react to the reflect to the value of the NFT or token. Yeah, that's my principle.
Totally. We are very optimistic, and yeah, let's hope everything moves on smoothly. Yeah, the next NFT boom is going to make 2021 look like a walk in the park. Let's hope that. I believe so as well. And especially people are going to be transitioning from Ethereum in the masses once enough liquidity. It's like, it's like an avalanche. Currently, we're moving more and more forward with the Polygon active users on OpenSea. We recently exceeded 1 million. So it's steadily growing, and the more and more people switch from Ethereum to Polygon thanks to the bridge. And just a disclaimer here, if you go to Etherscan and look on what contracts are used the most currently, the Polygon bridge is, I think, on top 5, top 4. So yeah, it's just a matter of time once the snowball effect hits, and we are going to be positioning ourselves very, very comfortably within the NFT scene with our own marketplace and our own ideas that we will be implementing. So yeah, when the project becomes a success, can we expect to have a season 2, Otter King? If yes, would it be an extension of the existing world, basically, or would it be a parallel world which would link with the existing world? of the other kingdom?
Yeah, I think that's the next project of the Auto is will be the NFT marketplace. We call the Paul marketplace, the Paul market. So I think in next few months we will all focus on the Paul market. But if the Paul market launch well and go into success, I think I believe we will have the Auto season 2. That's definitely no problem.
The more the merrier, right?
Yeah, right.
Totally.
And I saw there is a question before. It's like, can you guys let us know how the NFT will help us with increasing our current ecosystem or increase our clan per? Yeah. Okay. Actually, the NFT sale will create revenue of the treasury, and those treasury will reflect to the value of the token. This is the major the immediately effect. And another thing is like NFT will also create a market condition because I think our art and design is brilliant, and so people will using our NFT in a lot of space. This will increase our exposure to the whole to the whole community, to more community. So by the time this can actually increase the exposure of the OtterClam. And also we are designing the breeding system and also the factory system. They will need to use clan to burn some clan to like change your auto equipment or to breed auto baby. So this will make the whole economy become a loop. So we can actually like make the clan having a real use case in the ecosystem. And I think
Totally.
this can increase the value of definitely increase the value of the token.
Totally. Once the thing is, guys, you have to look at this that way. If you want to invest into a protocol, you have to see on how can you benefit from the protocol where you as a normal user can't. And that's where the true utility lies in. And if we have an NFT marketplace which uses CLAM and is creating a deflationary assets on CLAM, this will be used to create this utility. And as Brino from the Llamaverse said, that to achieve our marketplace goal is to have we need a lot of following, Twitter engagement, hype, etc. And that's what we are currently building is with the auto NFTs. So we spread the word about the OtterClam protocol. All these different treasury investments to yield more assets towards our treasury is also a reason as to why we are doing this, is basically to earn enough liquidity to create all these different campaigns, to increase our following, to maybe invest into artists, create artists, or exclusively publish their art on, well, not exclusively, but let's say let's say at the beginning, first of all, they launch their artwork on the Paul market until they then decide, I don't know, to move it to OpenSea and have these deals. But for these deals, we will need to liquidity, and that's why we deploy our treasury for. And currently, we are sitting at, I think, $2.5 million that are currently also most of that liquidity. I think half of it already is yielding revenue for us, additional revenue as we grow. And of course, we do need this different the different following and the incentive. And as we grow and or make the the Paul market bigger and bigger and add more features, I think the Paul market is going to be inevitable on Polygon. I hope that answered your question a little bit. Also, as you said, currently our marketing is not doing well. You can also always join the DAO, and maybe look at how the marketing is being done. And if you have talk about this in the DAO, we are very welcome. Everyone here who is not currently active in the DAO can always join the DAO. Opinion is valued regardless. And course, you guys are invested into this protocol, but this is only the first step. You can also hop within the DAO because you invest into a DAO and it's a decentralized autonomous organization. That means that we need an organization for that, and that requires people to be working on the protocol. You will also be rewarded for your contributions within the DAO. Hello, once we launch our NFT marketplace, do we have any plans on NFT derivatives? I noticed in the NFT scene that there are some artists create derivative artwork based on their underlying NFT. That is a cool thing. Of course, this is something that we can plan on doing. If we have, for example, if you have different examples, like I said, you could maybe showcase that in the DAO, and if that is something feasible in the future to be done, we will be doing this as long as the community wants that. We are very, very open to these different kind of things.
Yeah, and I also want to add more add more thought on this. Yeah, actually, we discussed. I think I have an idea about like NFT launch plan. So basically, it's like this idea is this idea is like generate decorate NFT from like CryptoPunk or other NFT, and I think the NFT Launchpad is more than that. It's like you can actually using a tool, using this tool to create a NFT collection. Maybe it's derivative, or maybe it's original create, and we will like deploy the contract for you, and this contract and also we will generate we can generate a mint page, landing page for this collection. So it's like a one-stop NFT launchpad, so that can let artists or users which who don't know how to code can actually create a NFT collection and start selling immediately. Yeah, this is the another idea I have in my mind. Yeah, but I think the first step is to launch the whole market, the marketplace, and the next step we may go to that way.
Totally. Once we have the marketplace and have these different revenue generation tools, we will be way more open for new incentives. Yeah, let's move on to the next question. There is a lot of questions. OtterKing, you opened the Pandora's box with the NFTs.
Okay.
Can I ask you,
I think
the
there's
NFT can be used to make a baby otter? Yes, you can make a baby otter. That's the breeding mechanism that is developed within these NFTs. Is it about the claim? Is it available at any time on the blockchain to purchase? Yes, that is also available to you to be purchased at any time. All you have to do is go to QuickSwap and swap your token for Clam. What makes it really that different from all the other gaming NFT projects? So basically, one thing or a few things is that we originate from a DeFi space and branched out to the NFT space. So we have these different yield generating assets that a lot of different NFT projects don't have. That we have a treasury to back also like the worth of these NFTs, basically. That you represent with the other NFTs that you are part of this rebasing token or the current rebasing token that is the OtterClam project, and we have way more utility planned on the Otter Kingdom ecosystem, and the NFTs are just a start of that. Basically, in the future, as we grow, we expect that the other NFTs are going to be more worth as we implement more new features. Let's say the NFT marketplace, for instance, and I think that's a very lofty goal to buy an NFT currently at a very cheap price for having all these different are surrounded with these NFTs. And if you have something to add on this, OtterKing, you're very free to say.
Oh, sorry.
Now I can hear you.
I didn't get it. Can you repeat again?
The question? It's what
Yeah,
makes
which one?
so basically, Ducky asked what makes us really different
Oh,
from
okay.
all
Oh,
the
I got
other.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think the main, yeah, I think you are talking you explained it very well, and yeah, the major difference is we are from the DeFi space, and I think a lot of NFT project they don't have any they don't have a lot of like knowledge of the DeFi or treasury backing of the token. So we can see that a lot of NFT project when they issue when they like issue a token, the token price will crash immediately because there is no good economy or token or treasury backing behind it. Yeah, and and there is a lot of things we are like currently doing is like using our treasury to investment and using this investment to create revenue for the token or for the NFT holder. Yeah, and I think this is the actually the major difference from us to
Totally.
another NFT projects. Yeah.
There's one example that I have always when I talk to people that are not in the DeFi space and make a lot of money nonetheless. Basically, what I always say is, let's say a football player or a soccer player for you Americans earns a lot of money during his peak when he's in the playing football and earning money from that. But what they don't learn by playing while playing football is how to utilize their money, the excess revenue that they have on sustain themselves or themselves. And since we come from money first kind of principle, that is the DeFi space, and we know how to deploy a treasury, how we can sustain our token, and how we can yield more assets to our holders, albeit be it the other NFTs or be the clam holders. That's a lot of things that we have to consider is that we bring expertise to these different NFT to our different NFT projects, and we are having utility before we launch the NFT, and we are building more and more utility around NFT and as well as the marketplace that we are launching. So we have already things that are thanks to our huge treasury that we can utilize on working before we even see this plummet that usually happens with these different NFT projects that are based. It's not being disrespectful, but they don't have like this sustainable idea in mind where how they can keep the luxuries of their NFTs. And once, of course, these NFTs sort of go below a floor price, they die. And thanks to our treasury and our yield-bearing assets, we can always sustain a certain floor to our NFTs. Oki asks, I'm interested in the 5 sections of the roadmap for passive income. Passive income, in what form would it provide in this case? Would it be in crypto's form, NFT free, or be able to get free access to somewhere or whatever it is? I would like, Oki, if you could rephrase that, because basically the current passive income is from the rebasing, for example. And that's one thing for the passive income that is currently being done. But I'm not as sure what you exactly mean. I will also open the docs for myself so I can see. You can post it, and then we can.
I think Oki. I think Oki is mentioned
Yeah.
about the NFT roadmap. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Basically,
Sorry.
this passive income is from the utility of the Auto Baby. Yeah. Like why I say the Auto Baby can well have share of the whole market, the future NFT marketplace revenue share. So once the marketplace launch, the platform will start collecting the transaction fee from the NFT trading. So this will we will share part of the revenue to the Auto Baby holder. Now, yeah, this is where the best passive income we describe here.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Then let's move on to the next question that is from Order X, one diamond holder of ours is can you give any discussion to the minting mechanic of the order? Will we be using Clam Matic to mint, basically we are going to be using CLAM, and the CLAM being used for the minting will be burned, and that will help also sustain the price. More and more CLAM out of circulation are being burned for the future. Even though the market,
and we also
yeah.
and we will also support using the ETH to mint the Mint Auto, but but we will provide like a discount to mint in Clan.
Awesome, even better. Then people will swap, or we can. One thing that I was thinking about is why couldn't we create something like a zap function? I have a contract for that laying around, or we can let's say use DC and people zap it immediately for CLAM, and then we can use CLAM as a burn mechanism. Basically, people buy CLAM and burn it at the same time. But we can talk about this after the AMA.
Sure. The basic idea is we want to provide a familiar way that NFT user can mint it easily. So it's using the ETH is a familiar way to that most user are like comfortable with. Yeah, and but
totally
we
makes sense.
also want to like make the clan holder can have a benefit from this. So clan holder can use clan to mint the auto in a discount price.
Totally. Yeah, we can. I think we can talk about this and look on how we can fine tune this. But yeah, basically we will be having multiple ways on minting the NFTs. How we will be distributing or how we will be executing this. We are going to be discussing this even more in depth after the AMA, and maybe we can even add a new feature that will help users to mint the NFTs even better. Even though the market looks shaky. Okay. How does the team feel about using clams? That a feature the team is still looking at, even if it's more down the line. Yeah, of course. I think we have been in touch with Market XYZ where we could be using this. Currently, we don't want to be using the 9.9 mechanism, basically because for that you need really deep liquidity, let's say 10 million plus, to make this worthwhile and make this as, let's say, a less volatile way to go on things. With the current proposals and the implements that we are planning on doing for the CLAM price, we are trying to make the CLAM price as stable as possible. And once we have that, of course, it's the risky, and everyone should only do it with whatever they are comfortable with. But as we grow and the community demands this, we will be able to implement this. That's no issue. But first and foremost, we are trying to have a stable floor price. So even when people do these kind of things, they don't get liquidated, because whenever you're getting burned from these kind of things, they are very shaken, and most likely people that get liquidated don't invest again. So at first we plan on having a deep treasury, a deep liquidity, and rather have a lot of utility that grows the treasury in a non-artificial way that 9.9 provides. So we want to have an organic growth and a steady influx of investments before we use such a risky play as the 9.9 mechanism here. Anything you want to add on this, OtterKing?
No, it's very complete. Yeah.
Awesome. It's always, of course, people understand. Basically, the issue with 9.9, as DAOs went into the rise, a lot of influential people called this, I don't know, a money glitch or something, where you can leverage 9 times and make all this money and then pay a loan and you have so much money more. But as you have seen with Wonderland, that heavily incentivized a 9.9ing because of abracadabra and stuff. It helps the treasury grow, but once there's downtrend, there's a lot of liquidation cascades, and this hurts the price more than the liquidity that you artificially grew with this 9.9 mechanism. You have seen OM also drop heavily after a whale cashed out. Not only did the whale cause a dent to the price, but the whale caused the liquidation to be triggered, and a lot of people lost their money and overinvested, and the price went even lower, and then even more people sold, panic happened and stuff. So once the liquidation cascade happens, it's very hard to recover from at a timely fashion, and rather than having these kind of things with high volatility, because as we are a rebase token, and basically every rebase chips at the price a little bit, and if we don't have the influx to cover this chip in the price, you know, the protocol is going to be more and more volatile. Even Bitcoin, with this huge you know, market cap and liquidity inside, suffers up and down trends of 5% per day and even more. And therefore, we have to be very worry about things and make sure everything is fine for our users. Also, considering one more thing is that we were looking at this at the beginning and considered this, but we had to look at different parameters on how much people can leverage. For instance, Abracadabra, where you leveraged your memo, it was at 90%. We don't believe in having this over leverage thing, because whenever the price budges a little bit, a lot of people get liquidated, and we want to have, if we want to implement this, we will have to look at the good way to also make sure our orders are safe when they leverage and use the clam as a collateral, or Pearl, so to speak. We won't be using clam, I think, but we'll be using Pearl, since it quantifies and doesn't appreciate, because clam quantifies, so basically every rebase increases the clam tokens, but Pearl appreciates in value instead. I hope I answered your question, OtterX, on this.
Okay, so next to the strategy partnership moving forward, like Qidao or other things. Currently, we are like negotiating the Qidao with the OTC, the over-company trade of the Qi, because we are like going to swap our flex to the Qi token, and it's a large amount. And yeah, currently we are discussing these details, working on the details of this to with Qidao. And I think with our next investment strategy, this can also create a much more depth collaboration with Qidao. So yeah, so that's what's going currently happening.
Totally, yeah. That is the strategic partnership currently that we are working on having this. Like I said, something that retail cannot join on is you know, off the market OTC deals, and we as OtterClam, and since we also we have a partnered with Qidao, we have a way easier approach towards them, and are currently then also negotiating things and see how things are possible in the future. A lot of different things are going to be happening in the future, guys. That's all I can say. OtterKing and I already know a little bit of this, but you should maybe take a look or two in the future on the things with the Otter Kingdom. So yeah, let's go to the next thing. Yeah, sorry.
I think Rob having a question about the
yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning about the treasury.
Totally. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first question is newly minted and distributed claim are the value as a one claim per minted price. Yeah. After the CIP 0.1011, the RFE risk-free value are going to remove. So the new mint claim will using the market, also not the market price, is based on the backing price. So that it's based on the treasury backing price. So you will see that the APY will be lower, because we won't like create a huge or massive inflation to $1. And I believe this will be much health for the treasury and economic. Yeah, because I believe a lot of people are like thinking or wondering why APY becomes so low, but you need to think about it. Where is those APYs come from? Yeah, because if we don't have enough revenue to support those APY, then the token price will be definitely going to lower and lower because of inflation. So the only way we can create a value or extra value of the system is to bring in more revenue, and those revenue won't come from the massive, huge, high APY. It need to come from actually value create from the system. So, for example, the thing explain a lot, like the VEC, the Qidao token, the Qi token. If we lock it for 4 years, forever, then we can having a large portion of the revenue from Qidao, and we can distribute this revenue to clan holder. So with clan you can having this liquidity, so you can like sell it or buy it anytime. You won't need to lock in for 4 years. That's the extra value we can create in this strategy. So that's why I think this is can bring more can bring the whole ecosystem to a much health status. Yeah, and another question is the theoretical caps or supply. Yeah, currently the token we don't have the cap supply on it, but it's all based on the treasury market value. So in this case, we need to dive deep about more details of the tokenomics in the future after the CIP 0.011. We will see how the treasury working, and we will have a more clear picture in the future. And to rest. Yeah, actually I rest every day. I also need to sleep. Yeah, yeah, but yeah,
rest.
but I love to work. So yeah, you can see that
Totally.
I appear every day here. And are there plans for transparency report for Team debt funds and how much they stake lock sale? Actually, we have all this report in the DAO server. There is a allocation log channel, and you can see that all the funds and all the funds send to whom, and how much they use, how much they are going to send, and what's reason of this payment. Yeah. So if anyone is interested in how the DAO funds using, you can go to the DAO server. There's an allocation channel. You can see every week we will have a allocation per weeks. So if everyone would like to contribute to the project, to the OtterClam, to help us to building the ecosystem in the future, you can go to the DAO server and start contribute.
Awesome. I'm just going to use one. I'm going to get one more question, I think, that we haven't answered yet. And then I think we'll wrap this up. We had a lovely AMA. It took 1 hour by now. And so yeah. Let me just move through the different questions. Oh wait, let me just one more. Is that the making of baby otter strictly male and female? No, we have 3 different types. We have the man, the woman, and I think Cleo. And Cleo Cleo can use, like, you can use Cleo for both male and female. So
Right.
yeah, you can use that. And let's move to the next question.
Is there a beta test now? No, sorry, we don't have the beta test for the breeding currently.
Okay. How many of the NFTs will we have in the collection?
I think Milk already answered this. It's 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000. Sorry. Totally. Thank you, Al, for answering them. once we get Otto, can we raise him into Otto that Otto grown up? Or can we make him older? Like the baby, I think, right?
It's a baby, right? Yeah, currently I think in our plan the Otto baby will stay in the baby status because it's like a much cute. It's much cute, right? But yeah, this may change in the future.
They're just too cute to evolve them. It's like when you played Pokemon and you had your starter and you didn't evolve it because the starter form was too cute. So Bruno also said that we should look into organic growth. We're currently doing a lot of things. If you look at our Twitter and our Discord right now, I think our Discord skyrocketed from 5,000 something to 8,000 members already. Our Twitter in the past weeks went from 5,000 to 8,000 on almost 9,000 Twitter followers. We have 1.5 thousand online members right now in our Discord. Of course, it's all a lot of people currently inside the Discord don't have the skin in the game, so to speak. They're waiting for the NFT drops, and then I also believe that a lot of more people will be joining and participate in the conversation as they hold the token. And I think once we have these different distributions in the future, we will see a lot more organic growth as people also hold the NFT for themselves. So currently, basically, you need to think about this that way. If you don't hold a token or if you don't have a stake in the protocol as of now, why would you try to shield this more than necessary for getting whitelisted? You know what I mean? And once we distribute and people mint the NFTs and use the NFTs in the different like as profile picture or whatever, then I believe then we will have this explosive growth. It's currently sleeping, and as soon as we deploy the other NFTs, the Paul market more and more, then we will see a lot of more and a bigger organic growth, as you have seen with Lux Rare, for example. They also had they didn't have much of a boom before they launched their NFT marketplace, and only then everyone talked about them. And I think that's the same thing here. It's like the calm before the storm, and we are silently working right now. We are building, and we anticipate much more. I think we are also the first hybrid, let's say, DeFi NFT project, where we use our DeFi expertise and merge them with our NFT knowledge and our NFT community. And yeah, in the future, I think this is going to be a very helpful and healthy mix for our protocol. So, like I said, a lot of people don't have that are currently in here in the Discord after we launched this whitelisting for Otto, don't have a holding right now in the Otto ecosystem, and as soon as they will have a holding, that's when the actual growth, the organic actual growth, will start exploding in the future. And I think this is going to be I think I'm going to wrap up this AMA today. I thank you, OtterKing and Joust, for joining and talking to the community. This was a lot of happy, and I think we were all a lot of happy questions, good questions, and very very informative AMA. I hope you guys are happy with the changes that we have been doing on the treasury and on how we utilize the treasury. And we're looking forward to be distributing the NFT minting and the auto whitelist spots to you guys. I think 3 are going to be whitelisted from today's AMA for your awesome questions. Luckily, I don't have to decide who's getting the whitelist because I think there were more than 3 people who did very good questions. And yeah, thank you guys, and see you on the next AMA.
Well, thank you guys. See you all. Bye.
Bye.